So this is our app camper. Basically what we want to do is give people a way to reserve campsites and see packing lists specific for that location and weather for the place, and specific packing lists for the weather they're going and nearby activities. Also provide them with safety, a little bit of safety information and people nearby so that in case of an emergency they can get help. The how might we that we were brainstorming around were how might we prepare people for the realities of cold weather camping, because a lot of times people would get into really bad situations because they wouldn't bring the right equipment and they wouldn't know what the reality of cold weather camping was like. And once they're already in a dangerous situation, how do we allow them to remain safe? Because a lot of the people that we talk to got into more and more dangerous situations.
I love too under current trips how it lets you see the other activities in the area. Like if you're hiking, you could also like go kayaking or something like that.
I think this would make it a lot easier for me to figure out where and what and how and all of the questions that I don't know how to answer.
Like for Google, you can download an area. That would definitely be a good thing to make sure you have.
I love it because like I think the hardest thing about camping sometimes is that it's hard to find like a community of other people who enjoy the outdoors, and it's hard to like kind of orchestrate going outdoors together.
And our other prototype, this sled backpack, what could be done with this is like this bottom part would sit in, so when you're walking around, this is just at the bottom, kind of out of the way. And then if there were something to happen, if you needed to put somebody, like if somebody got injured, or if you were hunting, like one of our stores was saying, you would be able to slide this part out, and you would flip it over and use this as a sled support for somebody's legs or any game that you caught. We interviewed one person, and they said this would be really helpful because sleds are just a very useful tool to have when you're hiking, especially in the snow, because like it's a lot of gear, and when you're walking around in the snow, heavy gear gets like even heavier as you have to like lift up your legs and kind of march around through the snow with it.
The thing about this is if you make this plastic, it's going to be very comfortable. You could technically mold it to someone's back, but then only that person would be able to use it, and it would be expensive.
This is one of our prototypes. This is a sleeping bag hammock. A lot of issues people had were they would go out to go camping and like the ground just kind of sucks the heat away from their bodies. So it created a really dangerous situation, especially when people were sleeping. So we thought by suspending them somehow, we would be able to kind of like take away that danger. And then a lot of times people were very, very cold because like the hammocks, if they were using them, you get a lot of air going underneath. A lot of people said that that could really lead to a lot of issues with maintaining warmth. So we thought if we turned it into a sleeping bag, it could help eliminate some of those issues that those cold weather campers would address and help them be a little bit more prepared.
It definitely gets a lot windier if you have hammock stuff, which could be a problem for snow camping. Like it would be super helpful if I was like going camping like alone. If you're doing that trail, like this thing would be awesome because it's like a one-man kind of thing.